Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only RANT. So right, I figured I would review another horror movie because it's what I do on this channel. I like horror movies. And as far as I'm concerned, Halloween's year round, as for me anyway. But okay, I just thought I would review more of a modern day horror film, of course, this time around. Even though I really don't care much for these, be really upfront with you. So yeah, this is the one I'm talking about here, folks. Oh, definitely. So anyway, god damn it, Mr. Monkey. How many times do I have to tell you? Stop bothering me. No, I'm not gonna buy you this movie. I'm not gonna get your copy. So shut up. Anyway, as usual, let's talk about the plot, shall we? So here we go, record. Yes, of course, there's gonna be some weird shit going on. Oh, definitely. As these movies tend to have some weird, bizarre phenomenon and whatnot. Before you ask, folks, yes, I got this at the dollar store. Again. Oh boy. Keep end up finding bad movies. Anyway, like I was saying, this is one of those supernatural horror films, of course. It follows this detective, Emmanuel, and this individual is investigating a series of gruesome massacres that seem to have been linked to a mysterious priest kind of individual and a powerful demon. Because, of course, obviously. So basically, the idea is that the film does attempt to blend the elements of horror, horror, I guess, possessive horror, like demon possession and whatnot. I mean, not doing that in a mix, of course. And then not only that, trying to have some kind of political allegory, of course, and then also touching themes of loss, faith, and the Mexican-U.S. border. And sure, okay, which could be a good blend if done properly, which unfortunately this film doesn't. So the detective still it has the whole thing deal with the whole thing with the whole murder of his infant son years prior is drawn to this series of brutal massacres that eerily mirror the earlier tragedy. So this kind of seems kind of weird, like okay, it's a thing that's going on. So he teams up with his Vatican priest to almost investigate these crimes, of course. And then not only that, Mr. Monkey, I'm trying to do this damn video and you keep getting in the way. You're so weird. You know that? You got, like I was saying earlier, you have some issues you gotta work out. Just go get a job, will you? Go work at the dollar store or something. I don't know. Anyway, of course, these two have to team up, of course, and whatnot. And yeah, it's pretty weird. Personally speaking, I don't really care for these types of horror movies where it's trying to mix together horror and religion. I mean, yes, there's a bunch of horrific, terrible things that do happen in the Bible, but yeah, that's kind of the thing, though. There's lots of blood and gore within the Bible. I mean, the Bible itself is really violent. It's really gruesome. So yes, there's a lot of stuff that you can actually adapt from the Bible itself because there's a lot of horror elements in the Bible, and so doing this is not much of a stretch, not really. But it just comes off as though the only way to be saved is through Christ and all that, which I don't think is necessarily true. So what are you trying to say here? Literally everybody that's not in your religion is doomed to begin with. And what about the people who's atheist? So yeah, what about somebody of a different faith? Are they doomed forever as well? On top of that, there's like so many questions in here, folks. And there's lots of terrible things that God Himself has done really bad too. Yes, God Himself has done lots of bad things in the Bible and whatnot. He allowed people to get tortured simply for not believing. Because a lot of these Christians, a lot of these religious people believe that the worst thing ever, the worst thing, the absolute worst thing you could possibly do is not believing. So many Christ followers had actually tortured people for not agreeing with them. But then in this movie, he's trying to act as if all Christians are good people just for being Christ-like. Seems a little biased if you ask me. And then, Mr. Monkey, you starting to really get irritated with me, okay? You're starting to really piss me off. Now you're just spazzing out again. You know, so weird. Like I said, I'll just get back to you in just a moment, right? Oh, whatever. Anyway, as I was saying, folks, yes, the film does attempt to explore the themes of loss, grief, and of course, the nature of evil. It also incorporates political commentary on border tensions and the impact on violence on certain communities, which again, I'm perfectly fine with. You can do this. Make a thing for horror movies. Sure, why not? I don't see nothing wrong with this per se, like at all. If you want this to have some kind of meaningful thing behind your movie, sure, why not? Go for it. It's just the execution of it, folks. It's just the way it's done. Is what I'm saying. Just thing doesn't come off what they intended, impact they wanted. The people behind it, I mean. So this movie did receive mixed but usually positive reviews, with critics praising the atmosphere and scares and original take on a precision subgenre. I mean, I don't see how this is original. But I mean, it kind of does. It kind of does to be original to some extent, I suppose. In some ways, sure. I mean, yeah, it does tend to be somewhat different than compared to some of the other movies that's out there. I'll give it that. But again, it's just the way it sounded. I kind of wish the execution was a bit stronger than what was done here. I don't know, maybe just me, I guess. But yeah, maybe it's just maybe it's just the way it should have been. A lot more, I guess, creative in its execution. It's the way it's handled certain themes that could have been a lot better. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, whatever. I also wanted to review something from a different culture again. I guess I'm messing culture in this one, of course. I just thought that'd be a good idea since I'll be reviewing lots of horror films from different cultures anyway. I've done that, so that's not new. So I just thought this would be an attempt to review again something from a different way, from a different place and whatnot. Because I thought, sure, why not? Let's do this. Sure, let's go for it. But again, it's just the execution that could have been a lot better. As far as I'm concerned, of course. I don't know, whatever. Just whatever. Ultimately, I want to say I hated this movie, but at the same time, I didn't love it either. So there was that. So as the film does attempt to address personal tragedy and some kind of big, I guess you would say some kind of massacre thing or whatever, sure, why not? So trying to combat this kind of a thing, folks, sure. But yeah, it's just how I don't know. Maybe it's just me, I guess. It just guess just another which just could have been done a bit better than what was delivered, I suppose. Ultimately, it's whatever. That's all I'm gonna say. It's whatever. I guess it felt like Mr. Monkey. Ah, you're such a pain in the ass. I swear. I got some for you. You want this? Hey, you want this? Here you go. That's what you get. All right, let's just wrap this up, shall we? Let's just wrap this up. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I'll just I'll give this a pass again. I'm not gonna. It's like I keep saying again and again. I don't care for recent horror movies, but I'm trying to give this a chance. So I'll give this an overall rating of a 4.8 out of 10. It's a 4.8 out of 10 for me. That's it. I'm going to win these. Who's coming with me? Whatever. God.